This is random, but I get a lot of questions about my eyebrows. A lot of you guys go, what do you do for your brows? How do you fill them in? What have you done? What's your saga with brows? So I'm here to tell you my brow saga. I started off overly plucked. In the 2000s, all I wanted to do was just make the thinnest, most arched brows I could possibly do. So I wanted to literally look like a Disney villain. I wanted my eyebrows to be like crazy. So I would sit there with the tweezers and pluck, 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 pluck. And it was the thinnest line you could make, and it was very severe. So I'm terrified of those pictures, but they're out there. You can find them. And then I kind of got to the place where I'm at now, where it's real natural. I let them fill in. I don't wax them anymore. I tweeze so little, just if there's like a couple hairs on the bottom that I want to get. And it's become this sort of soothing thing, I don't know, on sets. Even when I get my makeup done for press events or anything like that, Patrick, Alan, Danica, they'll do my makeup and I have to do my own brows. So they just sort of hand me the brow pencil and they're like, do your thing, brow obsessed woman. And I fill them in the little bit that I can. And I just like it. I like it sort of like Brooke Shields, like it natural. I let them grow. I don't even like cut them anymore. And I just let them be bushy and I push them up all the time. And I'm real into this kind of natural brow at the moment. So my routine now is super simple, but I will show you. This brow from Anastasia in brunette. So what I do is I brush them. So I kind of just sit here, brush like this, get them all different directions. And I like that sort of Brooke Shields really natural brow. I just brush, brush, brush. And then I don't fill them in too much. I used to fill them in too much. They were too dark and it was like all you saw was one big brow. So now what I do is I just kind of fill in on the top and then I brush up and then so this brow is higher than this brow. So with this brow, I fill in a little on the top like this. So you can see how it goes a little like this and then I brush up. And the trick for me is I used to fill in on the bottom and in here, and I stopped doing that because for me, I like the brow to kind of lift the face. I really think brows frame a face. And I think that might be why I'm so obsessed with them, because I really think if I have nothing on my face, maybe a little concealer, but the brows are good, then the face is framed and ready to go. So I just fill in on the top like this. Sometimes I'll do a little bit right here. So then you just brush like this, and then it's like less is more. So it brings up the face, frames the face in a nice way. And then I use a brow gel. So this is from the drugstore, Great Lash Clear Mascara. I love this stuff. It's not necessarily a brow gel, but it's clear mascara and it works just as good and it's really easy to find anywhere. And then I just brush now. I kind of brush this way, kind of brush up. And let me tell you, this stuff stays all day. Sometimes when I don't have my eyebrow pencil or the gel or whatever, there's this also really great brand by Glossy, and it's Boy Brow and Brown. Boy Brow and Brown. That's a tongue twister. So sometimes if that's all I have, this stuff is really awesome. You know what though? I should take this off. Hold on. Okay, so I just wiped it all off, so I'm gonna start over and show you when I use the Glossier Boy Brow, how this really helps too. It's really nice, and it's a gel too, so this is fun because this is real natural. So you just kind of like shake it in there, spike them up like this, and it adds a little color, and it gives you that real natural brow. Kind of shake it, wiggle it a little in there, sort of kind of give a real, it adds a color, but it also adds a little texture, so you get a little bushier, a little bit more spiky, natural brow. And sometimes I just take my fingers and I just kind of like brush them up, brush them down on the sides. But it's all about keeping these brushed up, these on the side. I can't believe this is interesting to everybody. So sometimes I like to brush them up and then sort of brush them aside, and during the day I just kind of do that, and if it gets a little crazy I'll put a little concealer up on the top. But to me, a bushy Brooke Shields natural brow is what I'm always going for, and it is my one thing. I've gone through all the stages of eyebrows. It's the one thing that I have to do myself. If you ask Patrick or Alan or Denica or anyone who does my makeup, they're like, they just hand me the brow brush at the end. They're like, do your thing, girl. We know you want to do it. And I just kind of because it's become like, I know exactly what I want. I don't want them too filled in. I don't want them too strong. I don't want them black. It's all about the color too for me. I need a really medium, rich, kind of warmer brown. It doesn't get too ashy. And that's it. Hope you guys like that. And I want to see your techniques because maybe there's things that I don't know yet. And because I'm a brow obsessed person, maybe you could teach me a few things. And maybe some products that I don't know about, so let me know. I hope you enjoyed all things brows. Bye.